Lufthansa 714, Contact 121-830. Guten Flug euch, tschüss.
714, 121-830, Servus, schönen Feierabend später. München Ground, Servus, Lufthansa 714 Heavy, approaching 08.
Lufthansa 714, Servus, taxi 2100, 26 left via Sierra and Bravo 15.
Lufthansa 714, 26 left via Sierra and Bravo 15.
Okay, Sierra's first left.
Yes.
Bravo 15 is the beginning of the runway.
Exactly. So right side everything is clear, it's fine.
So,
Slot is 49, so we have 5 minutes left, I guess. 10, yes, exactly. 10 minutes. Cabin is still working. Yeah, preparations.
Well, it should work out.
Yeah.
Within 10 minutes.
Looks fine.
So
714, hold the beam Tango.
Yeah, 714, roger, holding beam Tango.
that's what I wanted to propose.
So we just hold here.
Just that we can turn around if it's
turn back in.
necessary.
Yeah, so maybe just hold here so somebody could pass by.
But no, that's not a problem. They can get back
yes,
one point.
yes,
That's what I said.
yes,
We can
well,
take
we
Tango.
can, yeah.
His greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age. It's made my transition in every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation."
I've done some recent studies and it shows that coffee keeps me awake.
Don't limit myself.
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Moses Malone out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Jason Kidd. And it's Richmond in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Malone. Jordan is out there with Magic Johnson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Pippen in at the small forward. And Chamberlain gets it to go.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Robinson passes to Kidd. And here's Richmond. Some solid defense from Pippen.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
So it's the Lakers now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Malone outside. The pass to Richmond. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. Johnson against Kidd. Outside Jordan. Five on the clock. And here's Johnson outside. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
They get it back.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Denver. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Towns. Joel Embiid comes in for Malone. And Irving subbed in for Magic Johnson. The Lakers also changing it up. Miller's checked in for Robinson. And West subs in for Jason Kidd.
When you make shots like that, Kevin, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Knocked away. Passes it to Richmond. Here's Malone. Guarded by Pippen. Malone kicks it to West. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside Jordan. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
Irving against West. Now here's Irving. Outside Jordan. There's the three. No good on that one. It's all tied in Denver. The second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Maravich. Chamberlain is out there at Malone. Then it's Miller. And it's West in at the point. Pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Brent, for your money, who's the most complete player in the NBA right now?
Over the course of the past 2 years, nobody has impressed me more with his complete game than Kevin Durant. What he has done defensively has just been tremendous. And I know you have guys like Giannis, you have guys like Harden, you have guys like LeBron James, who are incredible players.
And Kawhi, what he did last
Leonard,
year. Yeah.
But Kevin Durant, to me, still is one of the most impressive complete players that we have in the game.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Towns, he's checked in for Cousins. Malone comes in for Embiid, and it's Johnson in for Irving. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Miller, out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Tony Parker's checked in for West. Outside, Beal. Looking for Chamberlain. He gets it there. Here's Kidd. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Johnson against Parker.
Los Angeles foul. Willie Chamberlain. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Malone. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Johnson finds Simmons. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Outside, Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. Parker with it. Clock at 6. The three. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Outside, Simmons. Parker against Johnson. Lets it go. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Johnson's got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Miller with the basket on the assist by Parker. Miller's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Towns, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kidd against Malone. Second shot opportunity, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Malone.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Outside Irving. Good on the jump shot. Irving's got 5 now.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the... Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pippen is out there with Malone. Then it's Magic Johnson. Then it's Jordan. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Here's Richmond. Good in the assist to Kidd. Seems like nearly everyone, Brent, can shoot the 3. Records being broken every year. How long do you think this age of shooting is going to last?
The tipping point, I'm not sure where that is, but the fact that the Houston Rockets in the past 2 seasons have done what it is that they've done, shooting more 3s than 2s for 2 consecutive seasons, is just a mind-boggling thing to me, Kevin. I think.
But where has it gotten?
Well, I think that we're kind of at
the tipping point.
I think we are at the tipping point. I don't know how much more you can do, but the teams that are seeing those other teams having success with it are trying to emulate it without the talent that you have. So the next few years are going to be interesting to see how it is or where it is that a transformative player maybe brings the game back towards inside the 3-point line, or what strategies change to create even more 3-point shots.
Here is Richmond following the basket by Michael Jordan. Richmond outside. Five to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Nuggets now. The Nuggets leading by 5. Outside Jordan. He feeds it to Malone. Shoots over Malone. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Richmond for 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. A different look for Denver. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Towns. Joel Embiid comes in for Karl Malone. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Johnson. Mirovic, he's checked in for the Lakers. West comes in for Jason Kidd.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here is Irving. He's got 5, and he gets it to go.
Pure shooting form shown by Kyrie on that one. Lets the ball just roll off the fingertips.
That's tipped. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clock is at 3. Pulls it from the elbow. Great D that time from Jordan. Cousins, the pass to Irving. Offline with his 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top, leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Chamberlain. West is out there with Maravich. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Richmond in at the 3 spot. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. The pass to Embiid. Over Malone. Embiid, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Maravich. He gets it in there. Maravich has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. Denver calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
A different look for Denver. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Cousins. Malone comes in for Joel Embiid, and it's Johnson in for Simmons. The Lakers also making some changes. Robinson comes in for Maravich. Jason Kidd is subbed in for West. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Irving kicks to Jordan. Lets it go from deep. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Michael Jordan. That's 10 points for Kyrie Irving. Lakers trail by 4. Left side Kidd. Robinson up and in on the layup.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Irving. Robinson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Kidd's running. That ties the game. Kidd's got his first points of the game.
And you can't forget about Kidd in transition. Whether he's dishing it or shooting it, he's great at making the right decision.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And finished off by Robinson.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. Now, here's Irving. Over Robinson. Again, Irving missing.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Pippen's checked in for Denver. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Chamberlain with the block. Robinson down low. Guarded by Pippen. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot on the wing. No good off the front iron.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
And it's the Nuggets ball, trailing by 2. Malone passes to Johnson. Feeds to Towns. Shoots over Chamberlain. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
And the Lakers call time here. From deep. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And that's going to do it for regulation. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. West is out there with Jason Kidd. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Richmond. And it's Malone in at the power forward.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
West against Malone. It's West with the drive. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
Johnson outside. The feed to Towns. Over Chamberlain. And it's Towns missing. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Kidd. Some solid defense from Johnson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. West dishes to Chamberlain. Kicks it to Kidd. Pass to Malone. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. Lobs it up for Jordan. Richmond with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Kidd. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. About 7 seconds up. Oh!
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, Greg, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Los Angeles making a switch here. Robinson's checked in.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 26 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Defense, the Nuggets, a 2-point game. Kidd passes to Robinson, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. The Nuggets now. Here's Johnson. Pass to Towns. Oh, no good. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. With another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. So it's Denver now. Now Irving. He kicks it to Pippen. Here's the 3. The Nuggets with another miss. The Lakers shooting a meager 37% for the game. Here's Parker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Parker is just so deceptive on the drive. He just knows how to force the issue down low.
And he does get the second one, and that gives them the lead. Denver shooting at 36% in the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Parker against Irving. Over Parker. Here's Malone. Malone with the block.
How about the quick stare by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And the shot is good.
Appreciate the mentality of Kyrie at this point, embracing the moment. He'll take the big shot.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're in front by 1. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second overtime of quite a heated game. Jason Kidd's checked in for the Lakers. Inside. Here's Robinson. Good in the assist to Kidd. Robinson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Denver calls timeout. They trail by 3. 1:05 left in the second overtime period. Good stuff. And here is Irving. Michael Jordan on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Kidd with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Irving with it. This one for 3. Got it. And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
Over to the wing. Pass to Chamberlain. Richmond dishes to Robinson. Richmond against Irving. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Outside Irving. Michael Jordan on the wing. No good. And so with overtime 2 in the books, the game is still not over. Overtime number 3 coming up. We've got more in store for you right after this. as we play on into another overtime. You know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Here we go. So it's the Lakers now. Kidd against Johnson. Jacks up a three. Kidd, no good.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there. Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And there's the pass to Robinson. And it's in there. Robinson's got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now here's Johnson. Left side, Towns. Lock at 6. Jordan finds Towns. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting for that for a while. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Coming off the pick, Jordan often takes this himself, crosses the D up that time.
To the left wing. There's the double team with Pippen. Here's Kidd. It's good. A huge shot to tie it up.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
From deep, Jordan. Chamberlain with the rebound. Outside Robinson. He feeds it to Malone. Shoots over Malone, and it's Malone missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
They get it back. Good. Timeout. Los Angeles calls timeout. Here's Kidd. Passes it to Robinson. Over Jordan. That one a little long. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so they foul intentionally. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And here's Kidd from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Magic Johnson. 2 shots.
Two.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. From deep 3-point range. So the Nuggets win it. An amazing game lasting multiple overtimes.
I mean, definitely an epic game. And while both teams fought hard, I just got the sense they played more with a purpose to win. I mean, all the tension in OT, they have got to be exhausted but happy.
She did me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold on. Standing out, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time. 5-star rap, can't wait. A stranger speaking Chinese, eating white cheese, keeping Taipei to reach Zai. Don't worry about me. Overseas, so they talking about me. Talking about my eyes, talking about my vibe, talking about my music. You want? I want the 这个是都没问题。哎，男人天天遇到的事情都不叫问题。哎，嫉妒心没人情才是你的问题。嘿 ，I have a dream, best car sunset shine in the beginning. 每天 good morning， 都在这个餐厅。California 海边有我不能说的秘密。My girl look like my neighbor 叫来的 favor. I take off my shoes and 只为了填饱我肚子。Who I am, hyperware, I share. 你的 feel 是在乎，要是装备在乎，他们排队只为看我们 show.
Shout out to my man Headache. Shout out to the No Name Studio. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Whoa!
I've been in game for a long time. 16 hours, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time. Yeah, hold on. 16 hours, that's a long flight. For the wrong guy, she did me at the wrong time.
Ooh, we don't see nothing wrong. Over here, James Brown. 我的钱包也很胖。BBW, where you from?
我不是不要过，也不是要养个 ladies， follow my lead. Take my brace, 把你在环境比例，看样子我的体力。
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, I'm married to this game. That's who I made my wife. Said I alone, I told that she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of. Don't know it like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Fade, you can pull my foul.
This is an aerial view of our location. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Bird out there with Irving, and it's Durant, then it's Kareem, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. And for Sacramento, Duncan is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Frazier, and it's LeBron James, and it's Carter in at the 3. Here's Shaq, Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
It's Curry outside. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got the first points up on the board here for the Wizards. Boris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions.
4 on the clock. Carter for 3. Rebound by the Wizards.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Irving sinks that one from the post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Carter after Julius Irving's basket. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Poked away. Durant kicks to Curry. Outside Irving. Curry against LeBron. Bird outside from past the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Oh, and the jam by Bird.
If you ever notice Stephen Curry's vision, his eyes are always looking for opportunities to find his teammates.
Now here's Duncan. Back to James. Frazier outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Frazier.
And one issue that has been a trouble spot for the Wizards for years now, outside shooting.
You know what, Greg? Last year they made a real attempt to take more threes. So they do that, but then they finished 4th worst in three-point percentage. That is not a recipe for success. Listen, they know they want to be a team that can shoot from deep, but they've got to find more consistency, right?
Now here's Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Goes back up, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Wizards out front. They lead by 7. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Hayes. He's out there with Drexler. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Doncic. And it's Ginobili in at the 2. Now Ginobili. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And it's good, 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
Now here's Rose. Outside Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
I love the catch-and-shoot game. Marc Gasol, so much confidence in that area.
Doncic passes to Hayes. The pass to Drexler. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Frazier outside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Doris, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Some changes here for the Kings. O'Neal's check in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Duncan. And it's LeBron in for Frazier. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Now here's Durant. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here is Rose. Abdul-Jabbar with the block. Stolen by O'Neal, and they're moving it up. The finish, and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now here's Bird. 7 points in the game. Outside Durant, fires the three. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Leonard. Knocked loose. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Bird. Leonard, no luck.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Durant wide open, he fires, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
Don't you love how decisive Kevin Durant is on the offensive end? He doesn't think twice before he lifts from long range.
James, the pass to O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first free throw is good, and the Wizards making a change here.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They lead by... And that does it for our halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Frazier is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Carter. And it's Duncan. And it's Shaq in at the center position. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Irving. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's LeBron. Buries the 20-footer. James has got it back down to single digits for the Kings. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind, James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard. Hey, look out! Strong finish.
Wizards leading by 9. Bird outside. Frazier against Curry. Outside, KD. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Durant's got 9.
Well, this, of course, is one of Kevin Durant's strengths. Such an accomplished shooter, scorer from any spot on the floor.
Carter outside, fires the 3, hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. to the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Larry Bird.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Kings have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Sacramento making some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Duncan. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Carter. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Frazier. Doncic against Rose. Irving passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And so here's Sacramento. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here is LeBron. Down low, here's Shaq. Here's Gasol. That one good for 2. Gasol's got his second bucket.
That 7'1" frame of Marc Gasol, strength, power, you name it, he can absorb contact.
No good from Irving. Here's Rose. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And so it's the Washington Wizards heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so here's Sacramento. They trail by 7. 4th quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Drexler. He's out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Ginobili in at the shooting guard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That's his 3rd person, the team's first. Marc Gasol. Shooting just 1.
The free throw off from Gasol.
You think back to when Marc Gasol first entered the league. This was a big guy whose skills were certainly developing at the time. Now he's incredibly polished and a tremendous leader.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's James trying to get open his shot. Now Ginobili. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Drexler kicks to Curry. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trail by 7. Leonard with no one around. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry looking around. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
That one drops for him. Now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
Well, LeBron just shrugs off any and all contact when he has a good look at the rim like that.
Washington calls timeout. They're up by 2. And there's a minute 45 left here in the 4th quarter. And some changes here for the Kings. Duncan, he's checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Leonard. And it's Frazier in for Derrick Rose. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
3 on the clock. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Off target with his 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
LeBron passes to Frazier. They get it back. O'Neal. No good. That would have tied it.
And the activity he shows around the rim, is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's LeBron. Count it!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Curry. He dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're down by 2. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
James dishes to O'Neal. James, the pass to O'Neal. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're behind by 2. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. O'Neal. LeBron outside. Back to O'Neal. Washington with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, we know Steph Curry is a lethal shooter. I think the underplayed value that he has is his finishing ability at the rim. He can get into the mid-range. I mean, you've got to guard this guy from every space on the floor as soon as he steps across the half-court line.
No good from Duncan. And now they foul and stop the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, you're playing right into Kevin Durant's hands when you put him at the free throw line. This guy has always been terrific at the charity stripe. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And so it's the Wizards with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Older, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.